A dim forge glows beneath the water. Sulla lifts her creation, a blade forged from serenity steel, one of the 7 sacred metals of their age. Its surface shimmers faintly with golden light, breathing like a living thing. The 7th weapon of serenity steel in this era, she murmurs, pride glinting in her eyes. My best work yet. He looks toward her mentor, Master Gelong, an old warrior with a calm, unreadable gaze. Master Gelong, please witness this. Well done, Sulla, the old man replies. Really? Really? Yes, most certainly. Though, what about the handguard, the hilt, and the pommel? Sulla scratches his head, embarrassed. I haven't found the right materials yet. That's all right. Gelong smiles faintly. This form is sufficient for now. Have you given it a name? Sulla hesitates. She was never good with names. Her mentor's old greatsword was once named after her, Sulla. Then this one, Gelong says with a rare warmth in his tone. Let's call it Little Sulla. As Gelong holds the sword, something ancient stirs within it, a voice echoing in his mind. As expected of serenity steel, this body yearns to absorb it, to begin the serpent's molting. But the voice waits. Not yet. It must be complete before the true evolution begins. Gelong lowers the sword, feeling the quiet pulse beneath the metal, alive, hungry, restrained. Sulla beams beside him. Uncle, can you use the second style of the falling sky sword technique now? I want to see the sword I made unleash your legendary strike, the one that falls like a meteor. Gelong chuckles. There's no mountain high enough here to draw out the full power of that technique. The next morning, the smell of food fills the air. Sulla bursts in. What a nice smell, Uncle Gelong. Wow, are you good at cooking too? When I taught at the Royal Academy, Gelong replies while plating a long dish. A student's father taught me this recipe. The scene shifts to Gelong carries the platter and walks toward the chieftain's quarters. 2 guards bow as he approaches. So long, one mutters. Come in, the other says. We need to get a drink ready for the chieftains. The heavy wooden door creaks open. Gelong steps inside, and their eyes meet. The chieftainess sits at the head of the chamber. Her aura alone could silence a storm. What a long platter, she says with faint amusement. Let me see how good it is. Her tone turns sharp. You understand the proper ways, Gelong, so you must turn yourself in, voluntarily. You really understand the proper ways, the chief calls out nervously. Hey, you down there, hurry up and bring the drinks. Then, without warning, the air shifts. Gelong's hand moves. A flash of steel slices the air, the platter shatters, and a line of blood streaks across the chieftainess's face. Her eyes widen. A sword of serenity steel? Gelong's voice cuts through the silence. In the next strike, you won't be so lucky. The chieftainess reacts instantly, summoning her power. Light bursts around her body as 2 seals ignite, Aegis of Apius and Dawn's Endurance. A radiant shield forms just in time to meet Gelong's second strike, the impact shaking the room, blowing back dust and debris. As expected, Gelong thinks coldly. A defensive talent seal. Let's test it again. Just a surprise of this level? She taunts. I'm afraid it doesn't appeal to me. She smirks. Gelong responds. Perhaps I added a little honey. My mistake. I didn't ask about your taste. Gelong bursts forward, his body a streak of lightning as he swings with relentless speed. Each strike crashes against the chieftainess's shield, sparks bursting with every impact. The ground quakes beneath their feet. Stone cracks, dust rises, and shockwaves ripple through the hall. Every clash sounds like thunder, the air trembling around them as power meets power, a storm of steel and fury that shakes the entire chamber. Suddenly, her spear manifests in a surge of lightning. She lunges, Regis of Apius, Dusic's assault, a strike so fast it tears through the air itself. Gelong narrowly dodges, a cut opening across his cheek, but he doesn't flinch. Instead, he counters. His sword arcs like a bolt of thunder. She switches back to shield, the blow forcing her 10 steps back, cracking the marble beneath her feet. The chieftainess narrows her eyes. It doesn't harmonize with the Serenity Steel's seal power, reckless, unrefined. Its energy will drain soon, won't it, you little bastard? But Gelong smirks, reading her thoughts. The seal power still has enough for 4 strong strikes and 1 heal. If I can force her to fight with her spear instead of her shield, I'll win. Then his eyes flash. No, there's a better way. Electric runes flare beneath his feet. Thundernet activated. Bolts of energy form a crackling cage around them. Heh, what a ridiculous trick, she sneers, and charges forward through the storm. Inside the thunderstorm, Gelong studies her movements. An extra layer of seal power coating the body, insulation. That technique was developed by Fae to counter lightning-type demons. And now a demon thief uses it against me? He grits his teeth. Faye taught that move to humans, not monsters like you. He lunges sideways, but she anticipates the feint perfectly. What's making you in such a hurry? She mocks. Switching hands mid-motion, she transforms her weapon into a spear again and thrusts, piercing Galong's shoulder, lifting him off the ground. You dare get distracted while trying to assassinate me. How ironic. Blood drips, sizzling on the charged floor. His hand forms a seal. He unleashes a technique, and a swarm of spectral serpents burst forth, coiling through the air. They twist and writhe around the chieftainess's face, blinding her in a storm of illusions and fangs. Impossible? A small trick like this, she snarls, trying to break free. Galong's sword hums, Serenity Steel gleaming with a blinding, divine light that vibrates through the air. Serenity Steel, Seal Power Harmony. In a single, flawless motion, his blade flashes. The spear shatters into fragments of light. The pieces scatter across the floor as Galong steps in, closing the distance, his sword raised and ready to strike. All right, Galong mutters, breathing heavily. That was a nice warm-up. He grips Little Sulla tighter, eyes burning. Let the battle begin. The scene shifts, back in time, to the origins of the seals they wield. Long ago, a monstrous lava serpent rose from the abyss, seeking to devour the 3 moons and plunge the world into eternal night. Its roar split the heavens, lava flowed like blood. To protect the light of the moons, the great herd Epius rose against it, shield and spear in hand. But the serpent's molten breath melted both, so Epius fought with his bare hands, choking the beast with divine strength. Both hero and serpent burned together, their sacrifice birthing the first seal of Epius, a symbol of protection, endurance, and sacrifice.